Mama's voice in the kitchen light, smell of biscuit Sunday right, Daddy humming an old George tune, while the morning sun lit up that room. We didn't have much, but we had grace, a worn-out truck and a slower pace. Those front porch talks and old screen doors still echo now, forevermore. Flame back when Sundays felt like home, with gospel hymns and garden grown, laughter spilling through the pines. Love was simple, love was kind. A yellow dog, a backyard swing, and promises made with wedding rings. I close my eyes and I still roam back when Sundays felt like home. You wore blue jeans and a sun-worn smile. We'd sneak a kiss and drive for miles, radio low, your hand in mine. No need for more, just hearts and time. Now the kids are gone and the porch is still, but I can hear your laughter spill. Even the silence says your name, a gentle peace I can't explain. Train back when Sundays felt like home, with muddy boots and a rotary phone. Faith was strong and nights were slow, and love was all we had to show. Now heaven holds what time has flown, but I still live in what we've known. Back when Sundays felt like home. Time moves fast, but the heart still stays in all those slow and golden days. And if you ask where I belong, it's where the love's still holding on. Back when Sundays felt like home, no matter how far I may roam, you're in the breeze, the fence, the loam, and everything I've ever known. So I return in mind alone. Back when Sundays felt like home. We met in a chapel on Main Street town. You had daisies in your hand and your hair pinned down. The preacher smiled when he saw your tears, and I swore to love you through all our years. We didn't have much but a rented place, a pickup truck and a dream to chase. But we had faith and a hand to hold, back when forever still felt bold. Back when forever was real, when every promise had weight to feel. Through muddy boots and baby cries, through county roads and star-filled skies. It wasn't perfect, but it was true, built on prayers and worn-out shoes. Back when forever was me and you. You made a home out of painted walls, with Sunday hymns and baseball calls. We raised our kids on sweet iced tea and lessons carved in honesty. There were hard days we barely spoke, and quiet nights when hearts felt broke. But even then you stood so near, through every doubt, through every year. Headed back when forever was real, when every scar could slowly heal, through hospital rooms and lost goodbyes, through holding hands when mama died. We held tight come joy or pain, and found our way through wind and rain. Back when forever still knew our name. Now the porch light flickers in the breeze, and we rock in time with the creaking eaves. And though our hair has turned to gray, I still love you like yesterday. Hear me back when forever was real, when time moved slow and love could heal. And even now, with years gone by, I see that truth still in your eyes. We built a life simple and kind, and left forever far behind. But I still feel it every time. We were just kids in a rusted truck, no fancy rings, just a lot of luck. You wore daisies in your hair, and I swore I'd always be there. Your daddy said we'd never last, but we held on and time moved fast. Through summer jobs and winter bills, we loved like time was standing still. Through sleepless nights and small town prayers, through baby cries and worn out chairs, it bends, it breaks, it finds its way. But that kind of love don't fade. We built a life with second hands, raised two boys who became fine men. You cried when they both drove away, but smiled again on Christmas Day. We danced slow in the kitchen light, still holding on, still holding tight. And when your hair turned silver gray, you were more beautiful that way. Case that kind of love don't fade, it grows with time, it finds its place through broken cars and Sunday songs. Through right and wrong, it carries on. It's made of more than just first days. That kind of love don't fade. Now we sit on that old front swing, watch the moon do its gentle thing, and every wrinkle on your face tells a story I'd never erase. Taste that kind of love don't fade, it just grows stronger through the days, through all the hills and winding roads, through letting go and growing old. It's written deep, it's heaven kind of love don't fade. We carved our names in the old red barn. You in that dress, me with nervous arms. Hay in the loft, sun on your hair. No need for words, just breathing air. Your granddad's dog barked at the gate, and we laughed till the evening got late. A mason jar, a summer moon. We swore we'd never outgrow June. And hey, that old red barn still stands like a witness to time, and a pair of young hands. It's seen heartbreak, it's seen grace, it still holds our footprints in that place. Years go by, but love don't rust like cans. Not in that old red barn where it all began. We raised two boys and a restless girl on coffee, prayers, and a worn down world. You worked the books, I fixed the roof. Love ain't perfect, but we found proof. Christmas lights on the windowsill, rocking chairs where nights stood still. And even now, when the sky turns gray, that barn reminds me we're okay. Yeah, that old red barn still knows how strong we were through highs and lows, through muddy boots and evening calls, through broken dreams and miracle falls. Some things age, but some things grow, like that old red barn and the love we know. One day when we both are gone and kids come back with babies on the lawn, they'll peek inside and maybe see a piece of us, wild and free. And that old red barn will shine, bathed in golden dust and time. Not a mansion, not a plan, but it held more heart than we ever ran. Built this house in '85 with your daddy's hands and hopes alive. Barefoot dreams and borrowed tools, young and stubborn, breaking rules. You painted stars above our bed and prayed each night for years ahead. Now time has passed, the kids are grown, but this old place still feels like home. Sitting where the front porch light still glows, and the garden keeps the things we sowed, where laughter lingers in the breeze and rocking chairs still hold our peace. Memories that still remain, love still lives in every row, where the front porch light still glows. We dance slow in the living room to a George Strait song on a vinyl tune. Held each other through joy and ache, through birthdays missed and hearts that break. I see you now in every room, in kitchen smells and evening gloom. Your voice still hums when nights get cold, like something warm I'll always hold. Right where the front porch light still glows, like the promises chose. Through ups and downs we never strayed, just held on tight and always prayed. You're in the air, you're in the oak, in every tear, in every joke. I find you here when no one knows, where the front porch light still glows. Your old boots still sit by spring, and though I walk this path alone, your love still lights the way back home, where the front porch light still glows, and my heart remembers what it knows. I'll sit and wait through dusk and dew, 'cause every star still to you. Forever's here and it still shows, where the front porch light still glows. There's a porch light burning by the front screen door. Since '82, it's lit the floor. You were standing there in your Sunday dress, with your mama's smile and your daddy's stress. We didn't have much, just hearts to lend, a Bible verse and a second-hand band. But you took my hand and we drove away to start a life where love would stay. This old porch light still burning bright through every storm and sleepless night, through baby cries and backyard games, through broken cars tells our time. You'd hum to the dishes after supper's done. Kids in their rooms, day's final run. And I'd sit quiet with my boots unlaced, thanking the Lord for your steady grace. We watched them grow, we watched them go, felt the silence we used to know. But even then, when the house got still, the light out front was with us still. This old porch light still burning bright, like your voice when you pray at night, through lost goodbyes and homemade pies, through faded jeans and lullabies. It shines through time, through wrong and right, this love we've kept in porch light. And when I go before you do, don't change a thing, just leave that hue. Let it glow for the life we knew, a quiet flame that still feels true. This old porch light will guide you home, even when you feel alone. It's not just glass or rusty wire, it's 30 years of heart and fire. So leave it on both day and night, that porch light burns with all our light. We started out with nothing much, just a beat-up Ford and a faithful touch, a ring I bought with borrowed pay, and your daddy's nod that said she'll stay. We moved into that yellow house with squeaky floors and dreams out loud. You painted walls while I fixed leaks. We learned the dance of married weeks. And every mile we've walked tells a story without talk. From Friday nights to sleepless fights, from lullabies to porch light nights. It ain't all been sweet, it ain't all been smooth, but it's been real and it's been true. Love's not built on perfect chalk, but on every mile we've walked. You held my hand through hard goodbyes, like when we lost your mother's light. I held your waist when we both cried, but never once let go the fight. We raised our kids with country grace, Sunday church and backyard space. Taught them right, gave them roots, and smiled when they outgrew our boots. And every mile we walk, from kitchen floor to midnight talks, from broken cars to bills unpaid, to anniversaries homemade. Love ain't shiny, but it's rock solid strong. It hums like that old country song. It I'm 25 again, my dear, 'cause every mile we've walked still echoes when the world gets soft. Through all the tears and years we've known, you're still my light, my steady stone. I'd do it all again, no second thought. Every mile we've walked, every mile we've walked. There's a porch swing hanging where we first kissed. By the old oak tree I still kinda miss. That gravel road led straight to you. Barefoot dreams and sky so blue. Mama called from the kitchen door. Daddy's boots were by the floor. Life was simple, love was deep, and every night we prayed before sleep. Came back when forever was slow, and the sunsets had more time to glow. We danced in the dark to the radio hum. Didn't need much, just where we're from. Now the years roll fast like the river flows, but I still hold on to back when forever was slow. You wore my ring, we said I do, in that little church with the wooden pews. Raised our kids with secondhand shoes, but they never lacked in love or truth. We laughed through tears and weathered storms, held each other when the nights fell warm. And through it all, you stayed beside my morning sun, my evening tide. That back when forever was slow, and the world moved soft, not like now it goes. We built a life out of calloused hands, out of Sunday songs and wedding bands. Still I remember with it every note. Back when forever was slow. Now the kids are grown and the porch is still, but I hear your voice in the whippoorwill. And every time that breeze blows by, it brings me back to you. And I'd say back when forever was slow, and the love we made had time to grow. Though the seasons change and the pages fold, some things just never get old, like the way your hand found mine long ago. Back when forever was slow. You were just 19, I was 21. You smiled at me beneath the southern sun. We danced all night at the county fair. Didn't know love was starting there. We had dreams, but not much more. A rusted truck, a creaky floor. But we made do, and we made right, with morning work and firelight. Yeah, it's what we built with time, not silver rings or wedding wine, but bedtime stories, Sunday grace, the way you looked in soft lamplight's face, through joy and loss and silent nights. We carved a home in wrongs and rights. It ain't grand, but Lord, it shines. This love we built with time. You held my hand when Daddy passed, and smiled when the hard years came too fast. 2 kids grown and gone away, but you still hum that song each day. We've patched the roof, and hearts the same, laughed through tears and shared the blame. And even when we said few words, your touch said more than I ever heard. It's what we built with time, through broken fences and homemade signs, in birthday cakes and faded jeans, in porch light prayers and quiet scenes. It ain't the stuff that makes the rhyme, but every moment sweet and kind. That's love. Things, but love so small, 'cause we made something strong and true that time could test but never undo. It's what we build with time, in whispered talks and clothesline lines, in holding close and letting go, in teaching hearts what roots can grow. I'd do it all again just fine for the love. We build with time. We didn't rush we took our time, laid each brick like a country rhyme. First job, first house, first baby shoes, hung 'em high with the wedding news. You made coffee while I read the news. The simple life we never did lose. You'd hum a hymn as the sun would glow. That's how we built this life so slow. Ain't a life I built slow, with love that stayed and didn't go. Through second chances, Sunday grace, through tears we hid in soft embrace. It ain't about the things we own, it's about the roots we've sown. Yeah, that's a life built slow. We framed the walls with sweat and pride, watched our kids run wild outside. They learned to fall, they learned to pray. We held them close, then gave them away. You stood by me through broken dreams, through lost paychecks and busted seams. And when the world spun fast and low, we leaned into what we both know. Heavy life built slow, like rivers winding where they go. We danced through years on creaky floors, left fingerprints on every door. It's not a tale of highs alone, but all the nights we made it home. Oh, that's a life built slow. Now the porch is quiet, the air is still, but your warm touch lingers still. And when I look at all we've grown, I feel it deep down in my bones. Ain't a life built slow, with gentle hands and hearts that know. Through joy and loss and winds that blow, we never let that fire go. It may not shine, but Lord, it glows. That's a life built slow. You were pouring coffee at the break of day, kids still sleeping, skies were gray. You looked at me with that quiet grace, like the years had never touched your face. I kissed your hand and grabbed my coat, left a note with a little hope. Be home by dark, it always read. Simple words that still mean what they said. And I'm still right here through every mile and every year, through babies born and bills unpaid, through muddy boots and porch light fades. We've but I'm still right here. We've seen our hair turn shades of gray, watched old friends slowly drift away, held on tight when storms rolled in. We'd lose a little, then start again. You held my hand when Mama died, and I held yours when you just cried. We never asked for more than this, a steady home, a good night kiss. And I'm still right here when the music fades. I still hear that soft I love you late at night with the window cracked and the pale moonlight. The world may change, but one thing's clear: I'm still right here. Some folks chase a different view, but all I ever needed was you. And when I go, just promise me you'll sit and hum that melody, 'cause I'll be right here in every whisper, laugh and tear, in every meal we used to make, and every drive down by the lake. And if you listen close, my dear, you'll hear me still right here. We built a life out of Sunday skies, on front porch talks and firefly nights. You in that faded summer dress, me in boots and nervous breaths. The world was slow and time was kind. You slipped your hand so sure in mine. We didn't need no fancy plans, just a picket fence and calloused hands. Thanks, and it's not the years that make it strong, it's the way we held on when days went wrong. Through sleepless nights and second jobs, through tears and prayers and thanks to God. No matter where the road has gone, I still remember the way we held on. We raised 2 kids on borrowed time, made love through storms and dollar signs. The old truck stalled, the roof once leaked, but the roof never cracked more than we did, at least. You'd hum a hymn while folding clothes, I'd fix the fence, then hold you close. And when the silence filled the room, our hearts still sang a quiet tune. And it's not the house that makes it home, it's the arms we found when we felt alone. Through every scar and breaking dawn, you were my fire when hope was gone, I still thank God we both held on. Now time has carved these lines so deep, but in your eyes I'm still 18. And when you smile across that room, I see the stars, I feel the moon. Ted, so don't you fear what's up ahead. We've danced through life, not just been led. And when the final light is gone, let them say they sure held on. Yeah, let them say we sure held on. The porch still creaks like it did back then, when we were young and barely friends. You wore my flannel, I held your hand. We made big dreams on a little land. The dog's long gone, but the oak tree stayed right where we carved our wedding date. And every time that screen door slams, I swear I hear you laugh again. 'Cause home still feels like you, and morning light and evening dew, and coffee mugs and worn out shoes, and Sunday talks and church row pews. Through all we lost and all we knew, this house is quiet but full of you. Yeah, home still feels like you. Kids grew fast like garden weeds. Now they're gone with hearts to feed. But your old chair still knows your shape, and that red scarf you used to drape. I talk to you most every night, out by the swing and porch light white. And I still dance alone sometimes to our old song in 3/4 time. Yeah, home still feels like you, in every room and sky so blue, and old love notes and evening breeze, and Bible pages and maple trees. You're in the air, you're in the view. Though time moves on, it won't undo that home. Still feels like you. I know you're waiting past that sky where pain is gone and hearts don't cry. But till we meet, I'll stay right here with memories that pull you near. 'Cause home still feels like you, and silent prayers and midnight dew. No matter how the seasons flew, this life we built still holds a truth. And if I fade with morning dew, let heaven know my home was you. My home was you. Didn't start with much to spare. just a rundown truck and a folding chair. Your mama cried the day you left, but smiled when she saw your first Sunday dress. That tiny house on Willow Lane, with leaky pipes and window panes, but every wall was lined with love and prayers we whispered to the stars above. Oh, and it wasn't the money, it wasn't the land, it was the look in your eyes and your steady hand. Through babies born and dreams half gone, we built our life the way we held on. And though the years might roll along, you're still my heart, my country song. We danced in kitchens, laughed through tears, made it through some rugged years. I lost my job, we nearly broke, but your voice was calm when mine just choked. You packed lunch as I fixed the fence, we made our moments make some sense. And on that night your daddy passed, you said love's the only thing that lasts. And it wasn't the house, it wasn't the plan, it was waking up with your touching hand. Through Friday lights and Monday dawn, we stayed in love the way we held on. With every scar and every song, we grew old right where we belong. Now the kids are gone, the porch is still, but your laughter echoes on that hill. And when the sun sinks low and warm, I thank the Lord for every storm. 'Cause it wasn't the luck, it wasn't the years, it was holding tight through doubts and fears. We never ran, we just stayed strong. That's the way we held on. Yes, that's the way we still hold on. There's an old screen door still swinging wide on that weathered porch where you'd stand and smile. I'd drive all night on those Georgia roads just to see you in that faded robe. You'd hum a hymn while making tea and leave the porch light on for me. No GPS, no need to call, I just followed where my heart would fall. Take 10, I was one porch light away from coming home at the end of the day. No matter how far I'd roam, that glow would guide me home. Through storms, through tears, through hell and grace, I found raised 2 kids and a garden too. In that little house with the green tin roof, you painted walls while I fixed fence. We built a life that made good sense. We lost your dad that April spring, but you held strong through everything. And when the world would wear me thin, your love would pull me back again. Teton, I was one porch light away from the peace where I could always stay. Through empty towns and winding turns, that amber glow would always burn. Even now with silvered grace, I still feel you in that place. Just one porch light away. Now the kids come home with kids of their own. They laugh and play where seeds were sown. And when the night winds start to sway, we light it up like yesterday. Patient, I'm still one porch light away from your sweet arms and yesterday. Though years have passed and skies have changed, that love we made still feels the same. And when my time comes, let me lay just one porch light away. I still pass by that old dirt road where Mama's voice would call me home. The screen door creaked and the kettle whistled, and Daddy picked his tune on a worn-out fiddle. The mailbox leans, the paint is peeled, but love still grows in the cotton fields. No matter how far this heart may roam, there's a piece of me that never left home. In town where the front porch light still shines like a beacon through the years and time. It don't matter where I've been, when I pull up I'm a child again. There's a prayer in the wind and a peace in the pines, where the front porch light still shines. First kissed by the old oak tree, we carved our names like eternity. She wore my flannel, I wore a smile. We danced slow under stars for miles. But time moved on and so did she, left a note and her memories. But I still hear her laugh in the summer rain, like sweet perfume through the window pane. Towns where the front porch light still shines, where Mama's eyes could read my mind. It don't matter what I've lost or won, that little house made me who I've become. Through heartache, grace, and passing time, the front porch light still shine. Some say the past is just a ghost, but I feel it here the very most. In every step on creaky boards and every hymn from Sunday morns. There where the front porch light still shines, like a prayer that never leaves behind. Even when the house is gone, the warmth of love keeps burning on. It lives in me in these lines, where the front porch light still shines. There's a picture on the mantle of you in that summer dress, sunlight dancing on your shoulders, barefoot laughing, love confessed. We were young and broke but happy, with a little land and open sky. No fancy things, just quiet moments and stars that whispered why. Say it's a life that never left, even though the years have swept. It's in the screen door when it slams, and in the coffee that I prep, in the creak of old floorboards, and the Bible where you wept. Though you're gone, I still have breath in a life that never left. You raised the kids with steady hands, taught them grace and how to stand. We sang to them in lullabies, now they call from different lands. Every scar and every prayer built a love so rich and true. I find you in the quiet rain, and in the boots I still walk through. And it's a life that never left, like a song still on the cliff. It hums beneath the hardwood floor and lingers on the steps. I feel it in the rocking chair, in the sweater that you kept. Even time bows down in death to a life that never left. They say you can't hold on to time, but I hold you in every rhyme. You're the verse I always find, in the stillness, in the shine. It's a life that never left, where love still takes each breath. It's carved into this home we made, in every promise that we kept. So let the silence gently rest on a life that never left. kitchen sink, laughing at the way I used to think. You wore that faded summer dress, and the sun was hanging on the edge. We had no plans, just hearts to trust, a beat-up Ford, a little dust. But we built love from honest days, with front porch nights and backyard praise. Swayed the years between the lines, or where the real love starts to shine. In grocery runs, in Sunday shoes, in morning coffee and baby blues. They say the grandest stories fade, but ours is carved in heaven's page. In every smile and every sign, I see the years between the lines. Our youngest left just last July, and I still hear your soft goodbye. You kissed my hand, said let 'em grow, but your tears said what I needed to know. Now it's just us and this old swing, talking about life and simple things. And though the world just flies on by, we've still got time beneath this sky. Thick the years between the lines, are in the way your hand holds mine. In worn out boots and window glass, and photos tucked where seasons pass. It ain't the rings or vows we wore, but all the days we lived before. You are my truth, my sweetest rhyme through all the years between the lines. We've seen joy and we've seen pain, watched flowers grow through heavy rain. But through it all, you stayed so kind, and love was there between the lines. Saves the years between the lines, still dancing every look of mine. And when I go before you're gone, just read my heart and carry on. You'll find me there like whispered signs, living still between the lines. There's a gravel road past the cotton fields, where time slows down and your soul can heal. Wide porch swing and a coffee cup, where grandma's love still lifts you up. You held my hand that Friday night, under stars and a bug's that light. Said forever with a trembling tone, but I believed you heart and bone. Find where the light stays on, before the meal. And love's the kind that time can't steal. It's not a place, it's what we've known, where the light stays on. We raised our kids on second chances, dusty boots and slow school dances. Watched them grow through joy and pain, through scraped up knees and football games. You never once let go my side, not when we lost Dad or when Mama cried. Through every loss and newborn song, you were my right when things went wrong. Thou where the light stays on, even when the years are gone, where you still wait on that front step, like every promise we both kept. That kind of love don't come in wrong, it lives where the light stays on. Now the house is quiet, the porch still creaks, but I hear your voice and the floorboard speaks. And when I close my eyes at night, you're still in reach, you're still my light. Even where the light stays on, through every dusk and every dawn, it's where my heart will always be, in Sunday hymns and old oak trees. And when I'm gone, just carry on, keep the light staying on. You wore blue jeans and a borrowed smile that Sunday morning down the aisle. We had nothing but a beat-up truck and dreams we held when life got tough. First apartment, a leaky roof, a mattress on the floor was proof that love don't need a chandelier, just your hand and a whisper near. Shame when all the years we grew through, raising babies, paying dues, losing sleep and finding grace through every joy and heart embrace. Time flew fast, but we held true in the years we grew through. You cried the night your mama passed, but leaned on me and time moved fast. Our little girl wore your old boots and danced to vinyl lost in roots. We took some hits, we made it through, with coffee strength and Sunday pews. You'd kiss my cheek before I'd leave, and I'd bring